from behind the scenes of a talented animator and artist to what you can expect from Hytale's creative tools and more. Don't miss out from the latest on Hycast, starting right now.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Hycast, the premier Hytale podcast. I'm your host Fezzi, and today we're joined by Phyre. Welcome to the podcast. We're glad to have you with us today.
Hey, thanks. I'm excited to be here.
Cool. So let's hop right in. As we always do, ask you where you see yourself in the Hytale community. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Phyre. I'm a 15-year-old 3D modeler and animator. I own a few projects, such as my own animation team, and I have a Hytale server called the Blue Wind Network.
Very cool. So let's move a little bit into that about your work and experiences. So throughout the community, you are known for all sorts of artistic works, ranging from models, 3D renders, as well as animations. What type of content do you enjoy making the most, and why do you prefer this above everything else?
I really like making 3D renders specifically, but I make all sorts of stuff like animations, stuff like that. It's cool to make like cool sceneries and characters and renders.
Very cool. When did you first start taking art seriously, and who or what inspired you to pursue it?
I started taking art seriously maybe in April. Well, that's when I primarily focused on improving with animation and getting into the Hytale community. I've been inspired by lots of different channels like Enchanted Mob and Zamination for animation, or mainly Minecraft stuff, but that kind of helped me move into Hytale.
Very cool. So throughout the industry, there's a variety of software used by beginners and professionals alike. What software do you use to make your creations, and what made you choose that instead of others?
I primarily use Model Bench. I also know how to use Blender, but I don't use it for Hytale stuff too much. I kind of just use it because I've known it for a long time and I'm used to it. I'm also learning Maya right now, but I don't know if I'm going to use that for Hytale stuff.
Okay, so is there any modeling or animation software which you've never used before that you're getting interested in? And if so, what do they offer?
Not really. I haven't used Craft Studio too much, but that's mainly just because I'm not a fan of it, even though everyone uses it. It's not great for modeling. Okay,
that's totally fair. So you've been a known artist in the community for a fair amount of time now. So what opportunities have you encountered as a result of this, and how have they affected you and the work you create?
I've been able to grow my own following, which is really great, and that helps me start my own team and get that more well known. I got to be involved with some projects because people reach out to me because of it, stuff like that.
Well, that's cool. It's good to hear that that you kind of seeded yourself in the community a bit. People are getting to know you, because that's going to be really great, really valuable once the game fully launches, because you'll already be known. Everyone will know that, you know.
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Phyre knows what he's doing, so it's a good thing. So
yeah,
you know, let's move on a little bit, talking about Hytale's creative tools. So we know that Hytale will come with creators such as yourself in mind, with many built-in tools that will make it easier to modify the game and express yourself aside from the model maker. What tools are you excited for, and how much do you expect them to be used by the community?
In the game itself, that's not related to the model maker, I'm excited for like building and messing with all the terraforming tools, messing with all the like modding stuff. That seems exciting.
Yeah, I am actually personally very interested to see the kind of the world editing tools, because world edit's clunky.
It's just using a wand.
Yeah, it's using a wooden axe and having to kind of figure out things without even seeing like a diagram or anything, or having a
no visual guide or anything.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, you have this at these coordinates and this at these coordinates. You better hope it works.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's something I'm particularly interested in, because world edit sucks. I mean, it's very
honestly.
used, so that's going to be interesting to see. So we know that the built-in model maker is coming, and that it will make creating assets for Hytale easier and potentially hassle-free even. So what features do you think will come with the model maker, and more importantly, what do you expect it to be missing?
I'm prepared for it to have most standard modeling features, like, you know, moving cubes, changing the size of them, rotating, stuff like that. Missing stuff, I can't think of too much besides like advanced geometry, like, you know, non-cubes and planes, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. You kind of, you know, just kind of cover the basis of what you need to make, you know,
cube
things
models
that would exist in Hytale. Yeah, like voxel, you know, models and stuff like that, instead of circles. I know that there is a I don't remember which game, but there is a game that actually does have a method of using circular like geometry in its kind of in-game tools. So it'll be interesting to see if for fun they do that. Maybe it's like some very basic, maybe not even like textured stuff. Just I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. Maybe even it'll be a mod or a tool set someone makes that kind of expands upon it.
That'd be cool if someone does try to make that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if there's any features deemed desirable by the community, do you think it will be possible to modify the model maker kind of like how I just mentioned and the functionality yourself?
Modeling the model maker, that really depends on if Hytale decides that's a thing. I kind of doubt it because I don't think they're going to make it open source model maker.
Yeah, that's probably actually something.
Maybe there's like add-ons or something.
Yeah.
Maybe by the community. I don't know how that'll work.
Yeah, I think if, say, the model maker and all that stuff is literally built into the client itself isn't touchable. So I don't see how that would even be modified. If it's a separate client by itself, maybe. We'll have to see how they kind of manage that. Because if it's all something that's within the Hytale menus that you don't need to open a separate application for, then I don't think it would be, because the entire Hytale client's closed. But if it's a separate if it's a separate application, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe, because then it falls under different rules. It's a different app, so they could make that app. Right. So if that's the case, maybe we'll see it open source, but we'll have to see how they handle it.
Right.
Anyway, with new and different content, do you see being implemented based on what we currently know on the provided tools? So, oh, actually, wait, I read that wrong.
All right.
Cut that out. What new and different content do you see being implemented based on what we currently know on the provided tools?
New and different content by the community or by Hytale, you mean?
Maybe both. We'll just go with both.
Okay. By the community, I expect people to make like unique stuff like short films. I feel like a lot of people try to push the boundaries. I'm not too sure about stuff from Hytale, but yeah.
I could see them using their own tools on their like Hypixel server or something, because it is going to be relatively fledged out. I think it's going to be a reasonably powerful tool, I would assume. But yeah, I am interested to see how people push the boundaries a bit, because there haven't been any like Minecraft short films filmed in the game itself, really. There haven't been many. Of course, there's the Minecraft movie, like that everyone remembers with the dog that dies. Spoilers.
Story mode?
There's story mode, but that's not in vanilla. That's
never
renders,
mind.
So it'll be interesting to see how far you can push the game in the game. Like maybe you can, if there's any animation tools that let you keyframe movements of an actual entity in the game, that would be crazy. First of all, for mini games, because then you could have scripted events with NPCs flying around.
Yeah,
that'd
for sure.
Cool. So it'll be interesting to see what they let you do in game, because it's always great being able to animate things in Blender or wherever, but actually having something move around in game while you're walking around it adds to a lot of immersion when it comes to like walking through a game for the first time. So that could make up for, that could create a whole new feel for Hytale. If you have like, say there's a map where there's a bunch of miners and you go into a mine and there's a company mining in there, you actually see NPCs walking around mining things.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be like so much more immersive.
That'd be crazy. Or there's like a dragon that flies over the map while you enter a castle or something. That would be sick. Hopefully they let us do that. I haven't seen anything that would really suggest that, but hopefully that's a thing, because that would be next level in terms of like immersion for maps.
I'm pretty sure you could animate I'm pretty positive you could animate like random NPCs and stuff, so that should be possible mostly.
That, if that's the case, then that's big. That's going to change everything for my map makers, filmmakers, really anything. Really any creator outlet is completely changed by something as cool as that.
I'm so excited to see what people make with it.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing. So anyway, moving along here, let's talk about your plans for Hytale. So among the projects you are planning for Hytale is a server called Blue Wind Network. What makes your server project unique, and what can players expect to see when it does eventually come out?
The Blue Wind Network is a space-based Hytale server mostly. That's like the main feel for it. The main game mode is an MMORPG that has its own like unique storyline with cool characters, quests, stuff like that.
Okay, that's cool. Space-based, that really isn't a theme I've seen much, so that is going to be cool to explore. Another thing would be great if you could animate like NPCs. You know, that would be perfect for.
Yeah, definitely.
You could see rockets, you could see meteors. You know what I mean?
It takes place on an alien planet, so there's like a lot of opportunities for unique stuff there.
I mean, imagine cutscenes basically in Hytale. That would essentially be that.
That's like, something I'm really hopeful for. Cutscenes.
Yeah, that could be huge. That could be absolutely incredible. That would be literally all you need. At that point, you'd be able to make games within a game. That would probably, at that point, Hytale's seen itself as a completely new platform, and Hytale's the theoretical engine to your game.
I bet cutscenes will be possible with the Movie Maker. I'm kind of hoping on that for the Blue Wind storyline.
Yeah, same for projects that I've been working on. Cutscenes seem to be something that a lot of kind of game-in-game platforms haven't been able to pull off. Roblox, for example, has birthed some games, but there's no cutscenes in that. Minecraft, the only cutscene I've ever seen was with a mod where you actually go to space. It's I forget what it's called, where you fly to the moon and
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you hold a video. Like your character holds an object that has a GIF playing on it that fills its screen. So that's the only thing that I've ever seen. So it's going to be, because I mean, of course, with Minecraft, there's always just nothing but workarounds, but it's going to be cool because if there's cutscenes, that's moving on to the next level.
I'm excited for like genuine cutscenes and stuff that aren't workarounds like how Minecraft has.
Exactly, like actual like built-in cutscenes. You walk
pretty much
to this
everything.
Area.
Yeah, pretty much everything in Minecraft is just workarounds, like menus and servers and stuff.
Right, everything is some kind of workaround that was never meant to be in the game. You know, like
they didn't really plan for servers.
No, they didn't. They more planned like, oh, you open a server, you survive with your friends, and that's it. But you know, then things like Hypixel, Mineplex, The Hive, all them came out, and it's like, whoa, wait, what are you doing? This was not supposed to happen, and that's obvious. You know,
and it kind of sucks that they don't like support them down the line with future updates or anything. There hasn't been like an update just for servers, really.
That's actually a good point. I haven't seen that, and that really should have been a thing, because I mean, Mojang talks with these servers. Some of them, like the Hive and Mineplex, are literally like with Mojang, and I guess that's actually more of a Java issue, because Bedrock has like some pretty crazy stuff going on for their servers.
Yeah, there's pros and cons of each version.
Yeah, but it is unfortunate that they haven't had like a servers or a server owners update. You know what I mean? Something like that just makes it so Hypixel can have some actually like everything, you know, like in-game menus for please, you know, it was one simple thing. But you know, it's unfortunate stuff. Yeah, you know, some quality of life stuff. So anyway, do you expect these plans to evolve the future into what? this one's written a little weird. Do you expect these plans to evolve further into mod development for Hytale? If so, what types of mods should we expect to see in the future from you?
For mods, I need to see a bit more from Hytale, like about modding, but I don't have any plans right now for making mods, but I want to experiment with it a bit, see what I could make.
Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. You kind of can't know until you have the tools. So that's totally fair. So
I'm not much of a developer.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you've begun laying the foundation into forming your very own animation team, which you have called Phyre Productions. How does this tie into your plans for Hytale, and what can we expect to see from it?
Right now, it's mainly Minecraft videos, but I'm trying to work out some things with other creators to partner with to make some Hytale related animations down the line.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's already in swing. You're just kind of waiting to see how Hytale turns out to use.
Right now we have a lot of Minecraft videos planned down the line.
Okay, that's cool. That's good to hear that you guys are already getting the ball rolling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, that's good to hear. So would you still continue working on Minecraft animations once Hytale releases?
Yeah, there's still a giant audience for it, and it's like what the team was originally like founded to make, and most of the team members are familiar with Minecraft stuff, but
Right.
it's definitely going to be more mixed once Hytale releases, probably, and if it does well, stuff like that.
Yeah. So would you kind of take a Hypixel approach to it, where if you expanded the team to kind of have a Hytale team and a Minecraft team?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And
Okay.
I want to see if some of the current animators can transfer over to Hytale stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. So we're finally having this segment. It's kind of on and off per week because sometimes we don't get very many questions.
Right.
But let's talk about community questions. So PowerBite7 would like to know, should Hytale have a marketplace like Minecraft Bedrock or not?
I think that Hytale should have a marketplace, so creators like me, Deck, PowerBite, people like that can make their own assets and creations and just share them with people. I think it has a lot of room for creativity, if that's a thing.
For sure. As long as it's nothing pay to, that's not something that Hytale will have. What am I saying?
No,
That's
they
not
already
even
mentioned
something.
that.
Yeah, that's something that wouldn't even happen. I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, the second question. Pavlovsky Cool asks, what are your plans regarding the Hytale movie making tools?
I want to try out the Movie Maker and see what I could make with it. If it's good for making videos, and if I could tie it in with the animation tools, I might use it for making Hytale animations over other software. But if it's not really the best option, I'm going to use external software to make Hytale animations.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fair. Kind of all these questions based on what Hytale has and we don't know yet. So we're going to have
They've
to
shown
wait,
a lot.
I think.
They've shown a lot, but we still need to see a bit more. We need to see it being used and stuff, in my opinion.
We need to see the UI, what it's capable of, how powerful it is.
If they showed footage of someone making a movie in Hytale, that'd be really cool.
That would be really cool because it all kind of depends on how powerful it is as a movie maker, and we'll have to wait and see. So with all that said, that's all the questions we had for you today. If there's anything at all you would like to say, socials, anything like that, feel free to do so now.
I don't have too much to say. My Twitter is Phyre Creations, Phyre, and my animation team is Phyre Productions, spelt the same, and that's on Twitter. And I also have a YouTube channel for myself and Phyre Productions, so check that out. Cool stuff there.
All right, sick. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Make sure to follow Phyre on Twitter. All of his links will be in the description below. Thank you for tuning into this week's podcast, and consider subscribing if you'd like to hear more. This has been your host, Fezzy the Frog, and we'll be seeing you around here next time.
This video was sponsored by Virtual Gladiators. Virtual Gladiators have everything you need to make your very own Minecraft or Hytale server. Click the link in the description to find out more.